Good morning, everyone. I am about to start, and I know the topic that's on everyone's mind. It's all over the press, and that's what we are going to, that's what I will be talking about this morning. The Barr's memo. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Copy's mom. How are you? I have a cold, so I hope everyone understand my voice is a little scrappy. So, in any event, I know we all have the same thing in mind, and everyone, a lot of us are disappointed about what happened. And I know I spoke about this past, when was that, Monday? And I feel like saying we haven't heard the last about this report, and yes, it will come out. Trump, to me, is behaving like, when you have a car and the tires are bald, you shouldn't be driving in the rain. Even in regular dry pavement, you shouldn't be driving, but you decide to take your family for a ride in it while it's drizzling out. It's a matter of time before you get into an accident with those bald tires. That's what the Trump administration feels like to me. And there are a couple of things I want to say. First of all, I think I mentioned this Monday. I'm not sure. Yes, I did. And I also mentioned twice before, and I will repeat again. This report does not make Trump look good. There is a lot of information that are going to be, once it's released, they have no choice. If it's not released, it's going to be leaked. There are a number of ways, and Mueller will testify, that's for sure. Barr's feet is going to be held to the fire. And Trump, instead of trying to press the restart button, he decided to go for revenge. This is not going to end well for him and his family. I know. And look at what's going on now. And people are saying he had 2 great days. I don't think, I'm looking at things from a different point of view. But I don't think Trump had 2 great days, because he was never, they never said he was free of, there are a number of other investigations going on. How is he exonerated? This is such a crazy, and the news media is not helping either. They just put things out without any understanding. And this is so crazy to be saying the guy. One, I don't think so. Based on the way I am seeing this, it's a delaying tactic. Thank you, Will. Please, everyone, hit the like button. I would appreciate it. It is a matter of time. This is going to be, the lady is going to be removed from this whole cover up that's going on. Trump is going to be found out. And I don't see how Trump is winning here. And someone asked me a question. I don't remember the name of the person. How is it that Trump had a great life and then he became president? How is it that he's able to get away with all those things? Everything has a beginning and an end, and I'm saying that because I studied astrology on my own. No, I am not an astrologer. But the way I am looking at this, Trump is at the beginning of the end of everything he has done wrong. And I look after I, and this is so shocking, I started looking at Trump's chart a couple of months ago because it felt like to me this thing is over. It simply hasn't caught up with him yet. And the only thing that's left to be done is for something to happen and then he walks out. And this to me, it can happen at any point. I'm not giving anyone false hope. But if we look at where we were over the summer compared to today, everything that's going on, a normal president would be out of office. The only thing that's keeping Trump there is because of his sycophant Republicans from the Senate and the people from the House. The Jim Jordan and Meadow of this world, they don't care about the country, they care about themselves. But those are the people that are talking to him every day, motivating him into staying. But what I am trying to say is it's going to be so bad, I don't see how he's going to survive this. And that's why I'm saying, regardless of any kind of propaganda they put out, it's not going to last. Now, look at Saddam Hussein. Who would have thought they would found Saddam Hussein in a hole in his last days and then he got executed? I am not saying that's what's going to happen here. What I am saying is these people who think, they are on top of the world, everything is going to continue working in their favor until one day it doesn't. And that's what I feel is going to happen to Trump. Look at what he's doing now. That's to show you, prove to us that this guy is nuts. Okay, supposedly after his cover up with Barr, okay, he could have pushed the restart button or do something. Instead, he decided, well, let's go for revenge, and then let's take everyone's health insurance away from them. How does that make sense? How long is this guy going to be president? Even if he were to last till 2020, there is no way he'd be reelected. Number one. And if you look at Trump's chart, the challenges that he's going to face is not. Linda is here. Good morning. Sorry, everyone. I have to take a look at the screen every once in a while to see if we don't have trolls. So, and I happen to see Linda. Thank you for stopping by. In any event, I don't see how he's going to be able to meet and succeed with all the challenges that I see coming down. And looking at his chart, and I've shown it, I don't remember exactly when I showed his chart, maybe a month or two ago. What I saw was all the support from the universe that helped Trump get elected. Those aspects are gone. So now, Mr. Saturn, the old man, the guy that if things are not going according to what's right and what's wrong, he's gonna call you on the carpet and exact judgment. And that's where Trump is heading right now. Not only because I felt it intuitively before, and since last summer I've said it, I feel like saying, looking at his chart, that's where he's right now. The chart corroborated what I have been feeling since last summer. So, uh, having all these challenges facing him, I don't see how it's going to work. And Barr, when I talked with him, he got suckered into it. Yes, he he's doing what he believes in, but the action he has taken, he knows he's going to regret putting his signature in that piece of paper and also exonerating. Well, he didn't exonerate Trump, but he saying that no charges are going to be brought. And also Barr's relatives and family who works for the government are going to be gone. Not now, but after this is all over, from what I understand, his son-in-law and his daughter, and I'm sure he probably has other relatives working for the government. Their days, once Trump is gone, they're going to be gone as well. Because there is that sense of nepotism when it comes to Trump. What Trump does, and that's what a lot of people from the third world do, dictators, they put ignorant people in places. So these people become loyal to them because these people never expected to be in those positions. So anything the chief says, they are going to execute without any questions. That's what Trump is doing, and I am going to give you an example. There is a gentleman, I don't recall his name right now. He is trying to, he elected that gentleman to become a member of the feds. The guy is totally unqualified. He is, he even realizes that, but there is a big to do now about him being elected to the board of, for the feds. The feds were supposed to be independent, and now Trump is trying to make it into, well, intuitively, when I touch with this whole situation, Trump is trying to put him in there in order for him to report to Trump everything that those guys are doing, so like that Trump can have full control over the economy. That's basically what Trump is trying to do. So instead, since he wants to control everything, he has spies at DOJ, spies in every department he can possibly insert one or a few in every department. Okay, so now he's going for the feds. So like that, he'll be in control. He can mess things up really bad. That's what Trump is doing. And that's why also he hired McConnell's wife. So like that, he has something over McConnell. It's not overt. It's like, buddy, friends, you are my friend, so do me a favor. And that's what that's what happened to Barr. He fell for that. We friends, can you help me since you are a Republican like me? And, you wrote me a letter and I acknowledge the letter. Now I ask you to work for me because they believe in the same thing. And then they find themselves into trouble. And I feel that's what's going to happen with Barr and a lot of people that he has nominated for positions they are not qualified for. And a lot of the judges, I know he has nominated a lot of attorneys or lawyers or people who work at some capacity in the legal profession that are not qualified to become judges. He nominated these people, and a lot of them have gotten through. The worst, it seems like a few of them did not make it. But I feel like saying there's going to be a price for that to pay as well. Not now, but later on. That's why I am not afraid. People are complaining that basically they stack up the court. they have a bunch of conservative people. That's what they did. Uh, that's why they went to Texas to that court. I don't remember the what how they call it. They were able to get there to challenge Obamacare, the ACA. Okay, and now the fight is on. So I don't feel that maneuver is going to work. Those judges, those who are not qualified, I don't feel are going to stay on the bench, and I feel there is going to be a movement once Trump is gone. The Republicans now that are in charge that are tolerating his behaviors, they're going to be gone as well in the next couple of years. A lot of things that Trump has done are basically some. I don't know exactly how those things work, but it feels like to me they will be corrected. So, what I feel like saying to everyone, yes, we are watching a lot of bad things happening. But don't despair. Those things can be corrected. And a lot of people responsible for those things. No, the next administration is not going to do will not do like Trump. Go after people, because that's what they do at where I was born at. Papa Doc would go after anyone who says anything negative about him. That's Trump. That's the way Trump is. That's what he's trying to turn the country into. The next administration is not going to behave that way. They will not pursue some of those people who are like the McConnell of this world, unless they did something egregious, something illegal. Yes, they're going to get into trouble. Otherwise, they're not going to get direction from the next president to go and attack anyone or try to investigate anyone. That's what they do in the third world. I've lived it until I was about 15 or so. I can tell when someone is exhibiting those behaviors. So I am very sensitive to these things, because we have not wake up in this country yet. That's what a lot of my fellow Americans don't understand. Wake up one day and your next door neighbor is gone, and you try to find out he just happened to be talking, and he or she forgot him or herself, and said something that is perceived as the wrong thing, and then they disappear forever. And I am saying this because Trump this week sent out a list of journalists, and I think he included people who were saying bad things about him. He said that's not true, and we know it. These people were right. The arguments they were making about his behavior towards Putin and how he goes about conducting his business. He sent out a memo to all the TV stations or the networks, however you want to put it, to ban these people from participating in any of their broadcast shows, however you want to call it, in any of their shows. So today, it's those journalists. Tomorrow, it's going to be people like me with a small channel on YouTube. He's going to come after us. So that's how it starts. That's another symptom of dictatorship. That's what they do in the third world, because I remember when I was there, you could lose your life over simplest of things. And the other dangerous thing that with Trump right now, he is nominating ignorant people to certain positions or people who are unqualified. These people are very sensitive to how they are viewed and perceived. So you can say the wrong, if you say anything that make them feel in any kind of way except great, this thing can morph into something we don't recognize. He can send somebody after you to arrest you. They can do all kinds of stuff. That's what those incompetent people do when they place those people into positions they are not qualified for, but they owe loyalty and everything they have to whomever placed them there, and then we get into trouble. That's why I'm trying to show how we can get ourselves into trouble. No, we're not going to get there. But I'm simply explaining what Trump is trying to do because I've lived it. And if I'm a little sensitive to it, I'm explaining as to why. But I don't see how Trump is going to be able to get away with it. And also the government is too vast, too big to be able, in one fell swoop, in one administration, to be able to control everything and everyone. Him and his kids, Kushner, this guy is a control freak. I don't know, I have not looked at his chart. I have to look at it one day. First of all, he doesn't know what he doesn't know. And I don't think he's very bright. I know he went to Yale and Harvard. I'm not even going to say that I'm qualified. My grades were good enough even to think about going to those schools. Because first of all, I work my way. I used to work at night and go to school during the day. So that takes an effect on your grade. That has an effect on your grades. In any event, this guy, he wants to control everything, just like Trump. So, and I feel him and Stephen, we've been given credit, most of the credit about Trump, some of Trump's crazy policies to Stephen. I feel it's time we begin to start looking at Kushner. He is not innocent or so innocent in all of this. So the blame, there's enough blame to go around because Kushner and his daughter are his trusted advisors. And yes, they are part of this whole thing that's going on. In any event, I know I did not make too many predictions today, but I wanted to give a background on how I feel the potential for this thing to go out of control, but I don't feel it's going to get out of control. Trump, there is enough out there right now to force him out. Yes, it's taking longer. It's taking a little time. I feel he has no choice. He will go. And by luck, good luck to him. I mean, by some freak of nature, he lasts till 2020. He's not going to win. The other thing is, the other point I wanted to make, I was trying to answer that lady's question as to why Trump is able to get away with it. I want to answer her. I don't remember your name. I'm sorry. Your name escaped me because my cold has gotten the best of me. The answer to your question is, at this point in time, the support that Trump had from the universe, he got lucky to get to where he is at. Those aspects are no longer there. And Saturn's, the type of aspect that Saturn is making in his chart right now, he has not done the right thing. That's what's going to cause his demise, to answer that lady's question. So please, everyone, yes, it looks like he's going to get away with everything. He's not. Okay. That was my spiel for today. I don't know if I went too long, and I want to say hi to Linda G. I know she probably left. Thank you for stopping by my stream. I appreciate it. One day we have to do a live one, Linda. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, everyone, please, I'm going to scroll up and down to see if you have any questions. And also, I will be, I'm glad Linda was here so she can hear me. If she can hear me, thank you for helping me because you helped me hit the 5,000 mark. And all of you in the audience listening and those of you in the chat, I hit 5,000. I should have said that before, but sometimes my way of doing things is a little different. I don't remember everything that I was supposed to do once I start talking. In any event, I am going to do a 1 hour, like give back. I'll probably do it for longer, but I'm going to add a 1 hour. Even once I get over my cold, I would have done it tonight, but I am still congested. I will do it either tomorrow, depending on if I'm going to send out notice when I'm going to do a 1 hour, an extra hour to do readings as a way of thanking everyone for helping me crossing the 5,000 mark. And also Linda helped me a lot as well by collaborating with me. I really appreciate it, Linda, and all of you in the audience and those in attendance and all my subscribers. I want to say thank you. I don't know why I've had a big thing about 5,000. It's stuck on my mind. So, and I've been watching all week. Did I cross it yet? Did I cross it yet? So, and I made it. Thanks everyone for that. Okay, but this week, once the cold gets better, I will, thank you. I will do an extra hour of readings, not politics, for everybody to ask questions and I will answer them. So those who love it, I know some people don't enjoy it, but that's my way of giving back and saying thank and showing everyone how I appreciate your support, and I want to give back. Okay. Did we have any questions? I'm sorry, I only look once in a while at the screen to make sure we don't have any trolls. So until I get help. Let's see. Oh, okay. Somebody said Linda G caught her plane. Is she traveling? You're welcome, Anne. Okay. Arlette says she always thought, even before Trump became president, that he was like a dictator. I have had those discussions with friends. It is like talking to bricks, to a brick wall when I voice my opinion. Well, Arlette, I understand what you mean. I don't have any friends that, I would stay away from them anyway. But your feeling is correct. He reminds me very much of Papa Doc, but it's like at the beginning. I did not know, I was too young when Papa Doc became president. I was probably maybe 4 years old. And he was president till I left the country. In fact, yeah. So I only knew throughout my life, I only knew one president and one family in power. And I don't think America wants that. And if Trump could, yes, that's what he would have done. So, but with the Constitution and the way everything is done in this country, I don't think there's no way. It's almost impossible for him to do and get away with. So he's going. Jesse T is asking about Jesse Mollett. Jessup. You know what? He's lucky. Jessup is very lucky. But I feel the way the police, not the police, the district attorney, or however they call, I believe it's the district attorney. The way they went about this, they did it the wrong way. So let's the way I am seeing this, some other governmental agency may try to go after him, but he's very lucky. Uh, Hopefully, he will learn from this because he's a young guy. He's a young man. We do dumb things when we are young. That's why we are young. Hopefully, he will keep his nose clean going forward. But his career, it's going to take a lot of work to get it back on track. That's going to be the challenge going forward for him. His career. Oh, the Risa says, "Be careful. Barr got away covering up for crime, covering up crimes for Reagan and Bush, and now he's doing it for Trump." The Risa, I don't think he's going to get away with it this time. Well, obviously, because I don't recall. I don't even remember him. I remember Iran Contra and all those things. Uh, this time is different. We are talking about America's security. We are talking about a president who's not afraid, and it's not because he's a brave guy. He's a coward, really, to attack people and hide behind the Secret Service or the people protecting him. He can't. When I intuitively when I look at Trump, no, you boo on him, he'll book. No one has ever stood up to him before. This is the first time in his life he's getting flack back. People are talking back to him and letting him know that how incompetent he is and how he's not very bright. So, Barr is not going to get away with it this time. Meaning, I don't see him going to prison or anything. But can you imagine? You're 67 years old. You had a great past. Yes, he had those blips, in his past that people basically gave him a pass on. And now, for the worst president in our history, we decided you're going to take the position of Attorney General to save him. That is so dumb. And that's to show us people sometimes, if we are not careful, if we don't have spiritual people to say, hey, listen, don't do this. If you do this, you may get yourself into trouble. They call people like myself and Linda G. And, when we say things, they think we are nuts, but we are not nuts. If he was talking to people like me, I would have told them, don't take this position because you're not going to be able to, because the guy is going to ask you to do him favors that are going to follow you for the rest of your life and your family. Barr is done because after this, he no longer has to work for the government. But his kids are going to pay the price going forward because of his reputation. That's what I don't think he thought about. And Rosenstein's name is not on the paper. Yes, they say he was there, but it feels like to me Rosenstein was just there. The people I feel Barr followed to make that decision were the people that Trump placed at DOJ. So now he is having second thoughts. In any event, oh my God, 10:30 already. Sorry, past 10:30. Okay, did I answer everyone's question? No, but I did the best I could. I am going up. Michelle says Betsy DeVos slashed the budget for Special Olympics. Yes, I saw that. But it's for now. Those things are going to be restored once Trump is gone. It's just unbelievable. Okay. All right, everyone. thank you very much for stopping by, and thank you, Linda G, for blessing us with your presence this morning. It was nice seeing you. Unfortunately, I was too busy talking. And thank you for your help again, and everyone for supporting me. And once I'm feeling good. It's just that my head is still congested. But once the congestion is less, I don't think it probably either this weekend or early next week. I will do an hour or so of readings outside of the schedule that we have to talk politics and stuff like that. Okay? Thank you everyone for stopping by. Have a great day. I will see you Friday night, unless something major breaks. I'll stop in tomorrow and do a 15 minutes. Otherwise, I will see you on Friday. Thanks everyone. Enjoy the rest of the day. I will see you soon. Bye.